Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Tyler here, and today I am bringing you some more College Football 26 gameplay. We actually have joined a 32 user online Dynasty. Absolutely love it, man. So we'll dive right into things. I'll talk a little bit about, the rules and stuff for it. But yeah, you'll see the coach on the screen now. We ended up choosing Marshawn Lynch, man. I joined this a little bit late, so they had already picked all their teams, and I ended up going with Marshawn Lynch as the coach of Cal, because that's where he played. Y'all remember the clip, him on the golf cart cruising around, fooling. But I know it don't really look like him, but based off all the looks we have, that's the best one I could pick. But either way, I don't think it really matters. One of the rules I want to talk about, though, is everyone had to create their coach, so that way we all start at the same level and whatnot. I did go with the recruiter archetype or whatever, just because recruiting is going to be very important in this, going against a bunch of other users. Now, I will say it did end up being just 30 users. I wish it was all 32 because that's the max you can have, but we end up with just 30, man, because a couple of them ended up not joining for whatever reason. I'll go over all the teams that are being used at some point during the video, but just starting off showing you stuff about the coach, Marshawn Lynch, like I said, and starting off with that recruiter. We had to choose schools that were 3.5 stars or less. So they are a 3-star school that I decided to go with. They have C- prestige. Program prestige is C- to start. So that's going to be a tough one to work on. And looking at their history, man, it was a good school that I wanted to rebuild, and also thought I could be decently competitive, at some point, maybe a little earlier than, They was pretty solid back in like mid 2000s. You see there a few runs with 9 wins, 10 wins, couple bowl wins and whatnot, and then they just went downhill from there. A lot of 3-win seasons, a couple 1-win seasons in there as well, but coming off a couple bowl game appearances, which they did not win, but a couple 6 and 7s. They have my goal set as 5 wins, but I would love to get at least 6 to get to a bowl game again. But either way, the expectations aren't very high for us in year one, so we got to play well, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'll be using the Arizona State playbook for offense, and then running the defense. I'm going to be running the 4-2-5, pretty solid. Cal's playbook ain't too bad, man, but it didn't have any single back, or it might not have had I form. I don't know. I like having all that stuff in there, so Arizona State's is a pretty good playbook. One that I didn't really hear a lot of people talking about, but I think the Arizona State playbook is pretty solid. That's what I'll be rocking with to start. But yeah, talking about all the users, so I'm in the ACC along with a bunch of other players. I'm Cal, of course, so there's also being used as Duke, SMU, Louisville, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, Syracuse, Virginia, and Pitt. And then over in the Big 12, you got K-State, Texas Tech, Kansas, Arizona State, TCU, West Virginia, BYU, Colorado, and Baylor. I was considering Baylor. That's someone that chose them after I chose my team, but I wanted to be in the ACC and just thought it would be a better story for me to rebuild Cal. But then also looking at the Big Ten, you got Iowa, Wisconsin, Rutgers, UCLA, Nebraska, Michigan State, and Indiana all being used. And then in the SEC, you got Missouri, Kentucky, Auburn, South Carolina, and Arkansas. Of course, not a lot of 3.5-star schools or less there in the SEC. The only ones I had left to choose from was Mississippi State or Vanderbilt, which I was definitely not doing. So yeah, I know a lot of these guys played in Online Dynasty last year, but that was before it was cross-play. And now it became cross-play, so I was able to join. I wasn't even going to get the game, though, so I joined late. Like I said, they all picked their teams before I had joined. They, did a wheel spin and had, a little team draft, basically. So there's a lot of, teams that I listed there that are actual, playoff contenders, so we'll see how it goes, where some of us are, much lesser schools where we're going to have to build and take, probably a few years to get to that point. So we'll take a look at our schedule real quick, of course. We'll start off at Oregon State, and then we got Texas Southern, then Minnesota, at San Diego State, at Boston College, and then I go on a crazy run of user games with 5 in a row against Duke, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, Virginia, Louisville. Then we have our bye before we go to Stanford against the CPU, then another user game to cap off the season against SMU. So I figured I'd just show you the Heisman race real quick. Only quarterback in there is Nussmeier from LSU, which is not something you're used to seeing. Lots of receivers in there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them win it. They're all highly rated. And then looking at the ACC preseason teams, now I know these aren't like the actual ones, just the game just has them set. I mean, come on. It's pretty much all Clemson and Miami players on the first team. And, you get a couple different, Pitt mixed in there, a couple other teams. But even the second team is pretty much all Clemson and Miami. I think even a couple of Clemson's backups are on here, so they need to get better or stuff like this because that's ridiculous. A few SMU players as well. But I will mention that we actually do have some preseason All-Americans if you actually look at, stuff getting released in real life. But it's just a few players. You see we got a couple on defense, Cade Uluave, and then I can't pronounce his name. Kanamiea. I don't even know, dude. I'm going to butcher the names for a while. It'll take me a minute to get used to them, but couple of defenders there, and then Jacob DeJesus, my bad. That's for first team specialist as the returner, so good receiver, but very good returner as well. And taking a deeper look at the roster here, highlighted by a lot of juniors and seniors as the highest rated players, of course. Some linebackers, receivers, running backs, corners. Love seeing that, of course. Kianana, however you say it. My bad if I mispronounce a lot of these names. It's probably going to take me a few weeks to get used to everyone's name, saying it, and just being able to recognize who's who out there while I'm actually playing the games. But it was him, Uluave, and DeJesus as the preseason All-Americans. Of course, DeJesus as the punt returner. I'm glad I saw it, though, because I probably wouldn't have had him doing that. But now he'll be returning punts since I've seen that. My bad, I'm not a Cal guy. But, of course, T.J. Bush Jr. leading the way on the edge. And then Taggart, of course, a good linebacker in the middle. Corner, got Hezekiah Massis, pretty solid over there. Austin on the other side. Raphael, Hyde Jr., and Johnson Jr., the three solid running backs there. Johnson, of course, transferred from SMU, and he'll be gone after this year. So Raphael and Hyde, a couple guys we got to keep around, hopefully. But yeah, just looking at those top-rated players there, and then looking at quarterback, Devin Brown did transfer here from Ohio State. But we are actually going to be starting the true freshman, Sagapalutale. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. He does have that star development trait with the physical attributes or abilities, that is, of downhill extender, option king, and dot. So with them being the same overall, I want to go with Sagapalutale because I'm trying to build for the future more, and we want to keep him around, being a young guy, and having that star development trait helps a lot. So we want to get him reps early, so that way hopefully he's a 90 by year 3 or something like that. And I redshirted one guy because might as well. No reason to have 4 on the depth chart going into the season. Running back, we already talked about those guys: Raphael, Johnson Jr., and Hyde Jr. Plan on playing all 3 of those a lot. So looking at their classes, we'll look at running backs, of course, because after those 3, not the best. So we'll see, what we can do in recruiting, which we'll look at, of course, a bunch after we run through this roster and before we get into the first game. Fullback, no need to have 2, so we redshirt the other sophomore, that is. Price at, he's a senior. He'll be solid there. And then Weaver will still have a few years left. And that receiver, of course, DeJesus, already talked about. He's real short, but pretty fast. Runs really good routes, good hands. Then we got Grays with some speed. Grizel has the height, 6'4", not as fast, but should be able to catch well and make some contested catches over the middle, stuff like that. Big target. James has the speed there, 97. So we'll see how he does, see if he can get in as the 4th receiver at all. Hamper also pretty solid there. But yeah, receiver-wise, we got a lot of depth. I'll still try to add 1 or 2 at least because, Grizel and DeJesus are seniors, so we'll have to at least get 1 or 2 in there. Tight end, tons of depth. We did redshirt Swinney because we still have 5 going into the year. A couple seniors and a few sophomores, so we should be set at tight end. I actually don't plan on recruiting tight ends at all going into this first year. Depending on what happens with transfer portal in the offseason, maybe we end up targeting them for next season. I mean, we'll probably at least do 1 or 2 for next season. Regardless, it'll be hard to keep everyone especially, once we're down to just 4 after the 2 seniors are gone. O-line is definitely one of our needs that I'm going to be targeting a lot. The tackles, they're young, but not very good. I mean, we can at least work with this for now. Guard, pretty solid. Couple pretty good players there, junior and a senior. And at center, pretty solid Ruffins, a junior. So, a lot of juniors and seniors. So we'll have to make sure we get some guys in for next year to develop for a year or two before these guys are all gone. Senior at right guard as well. It's just tough. A lot of upperclassmen on the line. So definitely making sure I recruit that positions heavily. Pretty solid on the edge there. Even once Bush and Burrell are gone, Ford as a sophomore I think is solid. I probably should have redshirted him, but no big deal. I might actually give him a little bit of playing time just to make him happy, because I don't want him to leave. He's got to start development, and that's a risk you could take by not playing guys, is they could hit the portal. So Bush and Burrell being upperclassmen, they are very good, but Ford, we got to keep him around. And on the right edge, pretty solid as well. A senior and a junior. So, we got some depth there, but not really too many great pieces once we get a few years in. So, we'll still target edge a little bit going forward. D-tackle, a couple seniors leading the way. So, we'll definitely target this position going forward. And at the linebacker positions, you got the strong side, the Sam. Not looking too good there, man, but we are running the 4-2-5, so we don't really need a whole lot of depth here. As long as we are set at the Mike position and have a good will, as long as there's at least 2 or 3 good ones across, we should be set. Like, these guys won't even really play. At the Mike, though, we're pretty solid, man. Taggart at 87 overall and Uluave 84, so a couple juniors there should be solid for a couple years at the middle linebacker spot. And there's some depth after it, but definitely not as much talent. So probably after this season, we'll have to look at some middle linebackers, maybe even now. Of course, these guys, a couple could bounce over, possibly juniors and a sophomore there, looking solid at the will position. And our corners, of course, led by the 2 seniors, very solid, but we'll have to, replace them after this, man. We have some depth. I did redshirt a couple guys, but there's not a whole lot of talent down low. I do like Young a lot with the 93 speed, but he probably won't play too much as a true freshman here. But going into year 2, he'll probably be a starter. Actually, he'll definitely be a starter going into year 2. Maybe I'll get him some playing time this year. And we'll definitely have to recruit at least 1 or 2 corners. And then at the safety spot, looking pretty good at the free. A couple juniors, actually a few juniors, and they're both pretty solid, so possible that one leaves after this year. Dunn will be the starter. But, yeah, I think we'll be pretty set there. Still might target 1 or 2. And at the strong safety spot, not as highly rated. And it's a senior and a freshman over here. So Manutai with the impact development trait could end up being solid. So I might end up having to play him more than Polidor Jr. It just depends how it goes. We'll see how they play. It's just, Polidor's going to be gone after this year, so maybe we'll play Manutai a lot more so that way he can develop and be happy with the playing time. He actually has more speed as well, so maybe we'll start Manutai. Solid kicker. He's a freshman. He's not the best yet, but it's good enough for sure. Has more power than accuracy. So, that's good. He'll be here for 4 years. And then the punter, we're pretty much set. We got a junior going into this year, and then we redshirted the freshman, so that way he'll be good for 4 years after, probably actually he'll have 3 years left because I know our junior will have 1 more year after this one. So we're set with the special teams pretty much. Pretty solid roster to start with, not like great by any means, of course. Definitely going to have to watch out for that transfer portal. Hopefully things don't go too crazy. So our initial first look at the recruiting board here. See at the top we got, a couple of running backs. Papo is a pretty solid athlete, but looks like we're recruiting him as a running back. He does have good hands, so I might end up making him a receiver or just like a gadget type of player. I know sometimes when you change the position, sometimes it can mess with certain things. But I just wanted to show you some of the recruiting stuff first as well. Just looking at the board, you can see like the different stars, all the different positions, what state they're from. If they're in your pipeline, you can search by stars or search by pipeline, search by interest or recommended, stuff like that. Sort it, make it easy on yourself. Make sure you're targeting players that are actually interested in your school, because it's going to be hard to, put a lot of points into these other players if you're not even on their board. Now, you're going to have to, if you have a coach that actually has a lot of recruiting points, like if you didn't create one, then, you have a lot more freedom and you'll be able to get a lot more things done easier than someone like me or, the rest of, our online Dynasty where we had to create our coaches. So not a lot of recruiting points to work with. Of course, we have a good amount to start in the preseason, and then it'll be, I think I only have like 600 a week once we get into the season. Okay, looking at the running backs, Popo, Holyfield, and Bradford are some targets. Bradford's more of like just in case them other guys don't end up interested. And, we'll just need some depth in case, some of our guys leave. Of course, the transfer portal going to be a huge impact, which is where I'll target quarterback if we end up needing it. As you see, I didn't target any out of high school because, we have a true freshman starting going into the year. So not really a big need right now. Receivers, we got a couple 4-stars on the board to start. Then Hearn's a solid 3-star. Then Tatum, a 2-star, has his first. So could be a good depth piece to add there. We'll look at, I want O-line as one of our needs, of course. We got a lot of older guys. Brown is a JUCO guy, so I'm not sure how crazy I'll go with him. But we did offer a scholarship because it wouldn't hurt to even have a guy for just a couple of years. Definitely going to try to get at least one of these 4-star guards. Maybe 2 would be huge. So yeah, it's a pretty solid board. We got some interest there from the linemen. And then centers, Sal's, he has his first. He's only a 2-star, but maybe we'll, try to get him. And then Dexter's an athlete, so I'm really not sure if we'll be able to get him. But I don't know, just threw him on the board just in case. It's early, And I'm still, like I said, I'm trying to get used to all this recruiting stuff. I haven't really watched many videos, and I haven't played no Dynasty. Didn't play last year, didn't play it all this year. It's my first time, so I'm learning. I probably gave out a little bit too many scholarships and probably filled my board, which I shouldn't have, which, with not having many points, you probably only really want to target, like, probably 15 to 20 players. And even, at the beginning, we're just figuring stuff out. It's not bad to have a lot on there. We can take guys off as we go. But, we want to have options, make sure that these team or players we can go after. A couple of D tackles I threw on there that aren't on the list, so we might not have a chance. But we got to try to get some talent there up front on the D line. And, of course, we'll try to, grab some linebackers as well. Because, like I showed our roster earlier, a lot of guys are juniors and seniors, so we got to make sure that we can refill these positions. Couple solid middle linebackers. It's probably going to be tough to get these guys, so we'll see what we can do. Like I said, I offered scholarships to lots of these guys, man, and that's all you can do in the preseason, so we're not, actually putting, any actions on them yet, any points on, sending the house or DMing the player, whatever the case may be. That'll all come in week 1. There will be more recruiting at the end of this before we get into the week 1 game, but this is just like our initial board setup, just seeing how it goes. Of course, we offered a couple of corners. Our top 2 are seniors. We have a lot of depth there, but it'll still be smart to at least add 1 or 2. And remember, we got the off-season transfer portal at the end of the year that we can also use. Free safety, we're pretty set there, but here's a couple solid-looking players that I wanted to look at, a couple 4-stars. Fiala might be tough. They both have us 8th. What is this? Bainivalu? I'm telling you, some of these names are insane that you see in here. We did not target a strong safety or a kicker or punter. As you saw earlier when we looked at our roster, we really just didn't need it. So with all that being said, we will look at one more thing with recruiting as we advance to week 0. And I did want to show with Holyfield here, I finished the scouting, and unfortunately he's a bust. Now I think that just means that he's only going to be a normal development player, as the developments are normal, impact, or star. Now, if you get a gem, then that means they're most likely going to be a star development trait. So either way, Holyfield, you see them attributes that are still pretty solid, so I still wouldn't mind having him. So a little bit more looking at on the defensive side. We'll scout some more on this free safety here, right? Because he moved us all the way up into the 2nd spot, I think that was, right? But yeah, so the free safety, Fiala, doesn't move us up at all, so might not be able to get him. So we'll focus on Benevalu. And when you look at this, we go over to the scouting here in a sec. And, we found a bust at running back. Still a solid player. But then a gem here at free safety. Love seeing that. So definitely going to be all in on him. Would love to bring him in. And it'll be nice to have him sit for 1 year and watch, the seniors go off. And then after that, he'll be going crazy for a few years in that secondary. All right, advancing to week 1. Check it out. We are now first on the list for Popo. Love seeing that. And he has broke it down to his top 8 now. A lot of these guys were at their top 10. We have been locked out by Isadora. We must have been just outside that top 8, which is fine. That was one of those top D tackles we was going for. But yeah, love seeing that we are in first for Popo and Holyfield. Love seeing that. A couple of running backs. Popo could play receiver as well. He's actually listed as an athlete, but I don't want to mess with it because I don't know if I can even change him because I think there's something weird with changing positions this year or something. I'll have to look into it. Hopefully it got fixed maybe. I don't know. Because I definitely kind of want to play him at receiver, but either way, they got that gadget spot in the depth chart now that could help with this player. He's definitely one I want. A couple 4 stars there. It looks like these receivers have us at top 2 now. Let's go. Love seeing that. A couple more 4 stars. Would love to see us continue to climb the boards there. Tatum has us number 1, of course. Lang, a guard, has us first. So you see a lot of people having us first and second and third now. So it's nice to see that moving on up as we were, 5th to 8th for a lot of these people in the preseason. So hopefully we can keep recruiting well as the year goes on. Before we get into our week 1 matchup at Oregon State, I do want to look at recruiting a little bit more and, set our stuff for this week. Probably won't change a whole lot, but we will have some hours to place. Now remember, you can take away stuff from people and then add to others. We do have points now because one of the defensive tackles locked us out, which is fine. I needed to move my board or lower my board anyways. Definitely don't need to have it, completely filled if we really want to use all these points. Remember, we had to create our coaches, so not a lot of hours to work with. I did pick the recruiter archetype though, so should help a little bit early on, hopefully. But that's probably what I'm going to do next is probably remove a couple more players. See, I don't know. Bradford, I'm kind of just keeping there. He was kind of like a just in case we didn't get one of these guys, but it looks like we might get both. And Bradford, to this point, looks like he's going to Oregon State. Let's be real. He's going to Oregon State. I'm just going to go ahead and remove him, honestly. I wasn't putting no points in him anyways. If anything, if either of these guys don't end up coming, we can just hit the portal in the offseason to grab a running back if needed. But we're going to go ahead and keep that there. Is there... Let me see. Am I able... I don't know when I'm able to sell. I think it's like after a few more weeks. Okay, once he goes to his top 5 schools, I'll be able to do the hard sell. So we're at top 8 right now in first place. Sending the house, can't do much more. So we'll just keep that for both of them because we want to stay on top for both of those players. And at receiver, again, a couple of solid players. Ah, shoot. But yeah, second for what is that? Siumalo? Siumalo? I mean, both these guys got wild names. Manu Maluena. Either way, we got to get at least one of these guys. I'm not too worried about getting both, but we'll have to continue to send the house on both. So here DJ has us first, and all we have set is DM the player. And Tatum, no one else is going after him, right? So I think I'm actually going to flip this. Because Hearns actually has some other guys. Interested as he's a 3-star, where Tatum's just a 2-star. So we're going to go in. And I'm going to change this, right? I can remove that. And we'll just send it to... We'll just do the minimum 5 points there. I think we're set with him, right? Like, no one else is really going after him. Unless one of those users come in late at State or Indiana. But I think we'll be good there. And then Hearns, we now have a little bit more points. I'll remove the DM. And now move him up. As we are in first, so I'm not going to send the house. I'm just going to stick with contact friend and family. Because basically I'm expecting to get just one of the 4 stars. And then hopefully these other 2 guys. Or at least, you know, at least 2 of the 4. But 3 would be ideal. So yeah, we'll keep that set. We have 65 hours to work with. Remember, I am probably going to remove a couple more players. So we actually moved down to 3rd for Kamani Brown. I only DM'd him, so maybe that's why. So at this point, I either need to send the house or just pull out of this. So yeah, I'm probably just going to pull out of this. We just got to get our targets down. We don't need 33 on the board. So yeah, unfortunate, but hold on. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons right now. I'm still getting used to this, guys. But I just want to make sure I remove this first before I remove the player, just in case anything weird happens. I don't want the points to stay on there. Actually, I'll keep him on there for this week. It's probably not gonna matter, but I'll keep him there for now. And the guards are getting interesting. Hepburn drops down to 6th, so yeah, we weren't going after him. We went after these other 2, Lang and Forrest, and we're first for both of them. So I'll just go ahead and remove Hepburn. And alright, yeah. These are just depth guys in case we need to go after them late. Probably won't be able to get them though. Air Force is making a move. But it looks like we're in good shape to at least get one of these 4 stars. Maybe both. Hey, that'll be nice. I'll just keep this in the house on both of these guys. No reason not to. Then at center. Alright, Kawhi Dexter's not interested. I mean, I ended up not putting points into him. We'll just go ahead and remove him. Sowell's season 4th. This is kind of just like a depth play. So I'm expecting, you know, we got to be prepared for our players to transfer out too. So I know it's just a 2-star here, but unless whoever's user in Colorado, if he goes crazy on them, then maybe. But I'm just going to go ahead and offer the scholarship here. And then I'll go ahead and send the house. Just so that way we can, get in the mix, as I wasn't doing nothing for him, and still in 4th is nice. So this should help us get back in that top 3. And then we'll move into the defense. I definitely need to put more points into the defense, so see what we can do here. I really want Pettigrew. I think we're in a good spot with him. I gotta leave Send the House on though. We gotta get him. Got to. Fung, it looks like he's gonna go to Fresno or Nevada, so we'll just remove him off the board. D-tackle, 3rd for Jewel, moving up the board. Like to see that. I'm definitely gonna need to put some points into him though. I was hoping that I could get in on Allen. That's not gonna happen. So we'll just remove him. Yeah, it's not looking too good for these D-tackles. I'm going to have to go all in on Jewel. I only have 20 hours to work with. I might have to remove some from some offensive players, to be honest. Ooh, Foster. Moving down the board. That's looking like that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove him. Hatchet, moved up to second. Second for Cage as well, so love seeing that. We are in first for Neely, and it looks like we should be good to go there. Texas Tech, a user, could come in late, maybe even Wisconsin. We'll see. So I'll just keep the 10 points on him for now. I'll keep Unga on the board, but probably not going to go after him. Looks like he's going to be locked into Nevada or Fresno soon. This is tough, man. It's really tough when you don't have a lot of hours to work with. We move up for Tong. Still in second for Bond, but if I don't put any points into him, UCLA is probably going to take off with that one. This is tough. I mean, I'm might be better off going after Bond. I like Tong better, but Bond I'd have a better chance at. Where Tong, I'm competing with Oregon, which is his home school. You can't see it because my thing's blocking it, my camera, but it's from Oregon, so I'm probably gonna have to pull out of this race here. Man, it's tough, man. It's so tough when you don't have a lot of hours. But I like that, you know, everyone started on an even playing field. Everyone had to create their coach and whatnot. Do I even really need a mic, though? I'll just leave it like this for one more week. It's still early. I'll leave it like that. See, like, I'd love to go after one of these corners, but I just don't have the points, and corner is one of the positions that I'm not super needy at. This is tough, man. It's tough. I'm going to have to take some points off some offense, probably. First place now for the free safety, the gem. And again, a crazy last name, like Bainivalu? I don't know, man. Fiala, probably going to get locked out of that soon as we are in 8th. Not putting any points there, so I'm just going to go ahead and take him off the board. Again, not really a super needed position, but nice gem here. Definitely got to go after that. Should be, you know, star development player. No strong safety, so yeah, I got 20 hours. And who did I want to put? I wanted to put points into Jewel here. What can we do? Alright, so what I'll do, since I still don't have a lot of points, I'll go to Neely, and we'll go ahead and remove the DM, and we'll just keep it simple with searching the social media. And after a couple more weeks, I'm probably going to take like 10 more targets off so that way I can really dial in. But I'll have to see. Like I said, I haven't played Dynasty in a long time. I didn't play it at all last year, and this is my first time trying it on this year's game, so just figuring it out as I go. Oh yeah, I hit the wrong button, my bad. I'm supposed to be going to the defensive tackle here. And with 25 hours remaining, we'll be able to just contact friends and family here, so hopefully that is enough to keep us in the top 3 for now. Maybe even bolster us into that top 2. Oklahoma State jumping ahead, though. We'll see, you know, could end up being a user race with me and BYU. But that'll do it. I'll stop wasting the time with recruiting. But it's important, man. A lot of people like to see it, so we'll throw it in there. And that's it for recruiting in week 1. Hopefully we get our first commit after this week. But more importantly, our first game. Let's try to get our first win, man. Remember, they gave us a goal of 5 wins. But, of course, we want at least 6 so we can go to a bowl game. But, yeah, man, we'll go ahead and just dive right into it. Cal at Oregon State. Let's go. Reminder, this is on Heisman, if I didn't already mention that. I think it's Heisman 6-minute quarters. So hopefully no crazy cheese happens. I don't plan on restarting. But some people replayed their games a few times and still lost, so I don't know. Some people won them blowouts. We can check out some scores and stuff like that after our game to wrap things up. But yeah, we'll go ahead and let's go. Let's just get into it. Come on.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Here we go, man. A night game to get things going this season, and we start with the ball. Hopefully things go well. I don't have a lot of reps yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. Brandon Hyde Jr. on the return, tries to go left, gets tackled at the 20. So here we go. Sega Palutale, starting quarterback for your Cal Bears. See what we can do on our first drive.
It seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high.
So we'll start in the shotgun here. Raphael to the left. Handoff goes up the middle. Not much going. Just back to the line of scrimmage there.
Because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology.
Alrighty, 2nd and 10. Come on.
All the eyeballs in the stadium is on him.
See if we can get some good protection here.
But he's going to be the first guy to touch the football.
It's LJ Johnson Jr. motioning left side. We'll throw it to him, and he's unable to hang on. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Unfortunately, a rough start here. I ain't going to lie, I threw it to the wrong person there. I don't know why I just pressed the wrong button. I wanted to hit the slant route. So that's on me, folks. See if we can make something happen here on 3rd and 10. Try to keep this drive going. We get the pass off as we get hit, and it's knocked away by the defender. Unfortunately, gonna have to punt the ball away here on our first drive. And this stadium is rocking, man. I ain't gonna lie. The Beaver crowd. Not a super powerful leg for the punter. That's unfortunate. I mean, I didn't get max power on that, but oof, very good starting field position for Oregon State. They're in plus territory already. They're highlighting Anthony Hankerson here, the senior running back. So we do run that 4-2-5 defense. See what we can do here. Hopefully we can get a 3 and out.
Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the
nice little misdirection attempt, but we get in the backfield for the loss of 2. That's Taggart on the tackle.
He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Our 2nd down, come on. We're looking to throw now, quick left side. Decent gain there, they pick up 7, making a more manageable 3rd down. They need 5.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
All right, 3rd and 5. And the pressure gets there. That's a sack. Nate Burrell, loss of 6. Let's go. And that should knock them out of field goal range, baby. You love to see it. The defense stands tall.
They're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes.
That's a good rush right there. First sack of the day. First sack of the 2025 campaign.
The Beavers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Got the preseason All-American DeJesus back to return, but of course it's punted out of bounds. And we'll start this next drive at the 16. Oh, Sega Palutale starts this drive under center. First down, it'll be a toss to the left side. Raphael tries to get through the hole, breaks one tackle, then brought down after a short gain of 1.
Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw.
Wants to go up top.
Left side. And DeJesus catches it, gain of 6.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big
By the way, if there's any Cal fans out there watching, and if I am, you know, pronouncing anyone's name wrong, you can let me know. I'm trying my best. Learning on the fly. 3rd and 3 here. See if we can convert. Keep this drive going. Hit the out route. Nice connection to Grizel. And brought down out of bounds after a big gain, moving the chains.
Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game.
Here we go, I formation here. LJ Johnson Jr. in the backfield. He'll take the handoff left side. Ooh, and a nice play by the linebacker as he blows that up. Picking up 2 yards there.
Him after a minimal pickup.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
All right, 2nd and 8. Trying to hit the motion swing, and he didn't get the block. The tight end did not get the block to set that up. We end up losing 4 yards there. That's unfortunate.
They try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Golden Bears need a massive
All right, a big 3rd down now. We need 12 yards to keep this drive going.
On 3rd down.
Going deep right side on the sideline. It's going to be too far. Unfortunate. And once again, we'll be punting the ball away.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
All right, not too bad of a punt there. See if we can cover it well, though. Got to get there. All right, they'll start this drive at the 35-yard line. Hopefully the defense can play well once again.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went
Definitely got to figure things out on offense.
now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
They try the draw, and I read it perfectly, lighting them up in the backfield. Loss of 1. Let's go, baby.
No pickup at
You love to see it.
all on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive.
All right, 2nd and 11.
They are sending a very clear and distinct
Oh, the
message
read
to
option
the
quarterback keeps it, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss. Let's go.
defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive.
All right, 3rd and long. Let's see if we can force a punt. Oh, and they just run it. Nowhere to go, man. They just gave up on this drive. We got to make them pay now. See if we can get a good return here.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it
The
away.
Jesus should get a chance. Oh, get a few yards there. We'll start this drive at the 29-yard line.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions.
All right, let's see if we can get a couple first downs here. Get a nice drive going. It's 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Raphael cuts it up the middle. Big hole. Let's go. And brought down near midfield. Love to see that.
They'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved.
All right, man.
early
1st
often,
and
create
10
some momentum.
at the
And this is a
45-yard
great
line.
way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive
We
run.
go underneath, and that's Grizel making a nice catch. Another gain of about 9 right there.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to the this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Look at this formation. They got 2 guys out there on Grizel. 2nd and 1. Oh no, I tried to hit the RPO and they read it. I didn't read it right. I was all thrown off by the 2 guys to the right. And just like that, looked like we were going to go on a good drive. Oregon State says no, no, no. There's my first mistake. The run would have got blown up too, but at least we would have still had the ball. So can't have that, man. Defense right back out there. Hopefully they can keep playing well.
Here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
They keep trying to run. Quarterback keeps it there. Successful 4 yards there on their first play of this drive.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards.
All right, probably the last play of the quarter, if I had to guess. We'll see.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Murphy.
Go quick right side, gain it 2.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone
All right, about 10 seconds left in the quarter. 3rd and 4, big play right here, man. Oh, and they set up the screen. Great call. They move the chains there, and that'll definitely be the end of the quarter now. So Oregon State knocking on the door after the interception. We head into the second quarter.
Dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically.
It's tough, man. I can't be making those mistakes, but at least we got it out early. Hopefully we can hold them to a field goal now. Or maybe they make a mistake. Come on.
First play of the period, first down here.
Oh, they're running into this motion for sure. And he cuts it back the other way, and you're not going anywhere, buddy. Lost it 2.
Tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh yeah, he got in the backfield so quick the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Beavers
Our 2nd and 12.
The
over the middle, and he hangs on. A low throw behind him. Nice catch there, man. Shit.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
All right, big play here, 3rd and 1. I'm definitely expecting a run. Oh, and they throw. And I jump and knock it down. What a play at the line. And we will be forcing them to go for 3 here.
The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
That's definitely a win in my book. The field goal's good, but after the interception, holding them to 3, I'll take that, man.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. A type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver.
Here we go, Graves on the kick return. See if we can get something going up the middle, and brought down at, was that the 25 there? About the 26. All right, let's go on a drive, man. Take care of that football. Go get some points of our own.
Kevin, thanks for the update. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0.
Oh, shoot, we're running out of time here. We got to get the snap off.
26-yard line.
Trying to hit the swing pass, and Raphael gets a nice little gain there, picking up 4.
Settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
5 minutes to go in the half here, 2nd and 6.
Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Oh, and the pressure gets there quick. I had a man open, but just couldn't get the pass off. And that sack is a huge loss right there.
Pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in there.
So just like that, it's 3rd and long, man. We need a big play right here.
Linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 3rd and long, no secret.
Ah, he gets hit as he throws, almost picked off again. We had the Jesus left side, but with the hit, couldn't get no power on it, so it was way short. That's tough, man. They weren't really bringing that pressure early, but started bringing it lately. Might have to make an adjustment there.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here.
Halfback draw, and that's a loss of 2. Great job right there. Wayne getting in the backfield for the tackle.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that.
All right, come on, man.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Try to hit the screen again, and it's great blocks, and he jukes out a guy. Huge pickup there, moving the chains. Come on, man. But he got juked out of his cleats.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind them.
Oh no, I was there for the pick and they didn't trigger. I'm holding triangle. Oh, come on. I should have had a sack, but when I went to hit him, it like switched players. You know, some of them new mechanics I'd keep forgetting about. Yeah, I should have probably had a sack right there, but he held off because he was supposed to be in coverage. Blow that up. Come on. All right, 3rd and 2. This is a huge play right here, folks. Huge play. We need to hold them to a field goal attempt.
Because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on.
Oh, he's going to get the edge, and we make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Let's go. Looks like they will be going for it here.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball.
All right, this is a huge play, man.
Try to bounce it to the outside. That
We
linebacker way too fast. He
could
met
possibly
him
come
there.
away with giving up no points here. Quarterback blast. He's trying to hit the edge, and a big tackle by the safety coming down. That's done. Let's go. Turnover on downs. Offense back out there. Let's make him pay for that. Come on. 3.5 minutes to go in the half.
Too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down mark.
Start with the handoff right side. Raphael has some room to run. Let's go. Couple nice blocks. Let's go. Into the secondary and brought down near midfield. A huge run right there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
All right, first down. Going to Raphael, quick out of the backfield, but he gets lit up. Nice zone coverage there by Oregon State.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, man. 2nd and 9. And the throw. Gonna go deep to De Jesus. And it's deflected. Nice job there by the DB.
Shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense...
All right, man, big play, 3rd and 9.
They
Got to keep this drive going. We got to go get some points, man.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
And it's caught. He breaks the tackle, but he's going to be shy of the marker, man. 4th and 1. You know we're going for it. You know who we're calling on in the short yardage. L.J. Johnson Jr. in the backfield. But we're going to go ahead and let it hit the 2-minute warning first. We want to run that clock down. 53-yard field goal, no chance, buddy. So here we go, man. I formation, L.J. Johnson Jr. in the backfield. We just need a yard, man. Come on. Middle. And he gets the first down. Let's go. Just barely. Able to move the chains there. That's a big time call.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense. They went for it and they got the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Going to the sideline. Oh, no, that was dangerous. Thankfully, it falls incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it in the second half.
All right, man. Minute and a half to go here in the first half. 2nd and 10.
Got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
2nd down, he'll throw it.
Going deep down the middle, and it's caught. He goes up and makes the catch at the 5-yard line. What a play. Let's go. Oregon State calls a timeout there. Now they're trying to save some time. Wow, what a catch. You love seeing that. Check out the replay top left. Goes up and gets it. Let's go, man.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum.
Here we go, man. 1st and goal.
They can take the lead here.
It's going to be Raphael, left side. Can he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown, Cal Bears. We take the lead. Let's go, man. What a drive. You love to see it.
He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
It's a rough start. Really wasn't too bad, other than the pick, of course. But that drive felt real good, man. I feel great about that drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra points up and good. We are up 7-3. Minute 26 to go in the half. Hopefully we didn't leave too much time on that clock. Remember, they do get the ball to start the second half as well.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner
only return to the 14, so not a good start for them.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense.
No mistakes here. Keep everything underneath.
Chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
Oh, RPO, quick throw right side, and a nice tackle. Gain of 3.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it.
All right, 2nd and 7.
The guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy.
I tried to bait him. Got it in there. It's a big play for them up to the 34. They'll hurry it up.
Picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
They go quickly underneath, and that's a nice tackle there. Gain of 4.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming.
Oh, I thought he got sacked. He escaped it, and then eventually gets brought down, and they take their 2nd timeout. That was weird. He got away from it and then just paused. He should have scrambled for a few yards there, but we'll take it. So a big 3rd and 6 now.
Longer 3rd down chance for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass.
Where there's a flag. Uh-oh.
Away from pressure.
Tackles short of the marker. Is it holding or what is it here?
That's gonna go.
Holding on the offense. I tackled him short of the marker, so we'll decline it and make it 4th and 1. We'll go ahead and call timeout as well, because I'm not sure if they were going to run the clock after penalty or not. I might have just had a brain fart, but I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to run. Because now, if we get a good return, who knows? We got 2 timeouts still, 30 seconds. See if we can make something happen here.
Catch is made at the 15.
Not a great return, not bad though. We're at the 25. We're up by 4. They do get ball first, so I guess maybe we can see if something... I'm not going to force anything crazy here, but if something's open, we'll take it.
Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with
I'm going to take the shot, see what happens. Oh, nice deflection. Couldn't really get a play on the ball there. Slight overthrow, but not bad. Like I said, we're not trying to force anything crazy. Actually going to go ahead and just run this clock out. We're up 4, it's fine. I don't want to make a mistake here. Oh, there's a big hole up the middle. Hold on. Hold on, folks. We'll take a timeout. There's 16 seconds to go, and Raphael just picked up 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some...
All right, man. 16 seconds, 1st down.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Over the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. What did I just say? Don't make a mistake, and he breaks a tackle. No, get him. All right. Thankfully, we got him at midfield. Grizel's got to make a better play on the ball there. I mean, that's a great play by the safety, but Grizel was there. Grizel, I'm pretty sure, is like 6'2" or 6'3". He's definitely one of my taller receivers, so I didn't feel bad about taking that shot. But he just didn't make a play on the ball, really. The throw was a little bit behind him. That might have been it. All right, so now I got to make sure that they don't hit me deep here.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. They stop him.
I don't think they're in field goal range. We'll see if they try it. They're trying the field goal.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I guess it's not terribly long, but we'll see. And we'll try to ice them here. We'll take a timeout, our last one of the half. See if that does anything. I don't know. Might as well try it.
This would be a prodigious kick from 56.
A 56-yarder. Pushed it right. It had the distance, but no good. Let's go. Thankfully, the picks don't come back to bite us. So we're still up 7-3 going into the half. Raphael, the star so far, 59 yards on 7 attempts and a touchdown. Love seeing that.
And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge...
This is tough, man. Cal, we're not great. I'm on Heisman, and I'm on the road. 1st game of the season. Night game. In Core Valleys. That's where it's at, right? Am I tripping? Either way, it's tough, and fans have been rocking.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here.
All right, come on.
Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Nice coverage there as we bring him down at the 18. Let's go.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude.
Over the middle, and nice connection there. They pick up 10.
attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up.
I think they're going to run here. Audible to a blitz.
On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes.
And I was right. They're still able to get a yard there, but we'll take that. Bobble them up there.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
2nd and 9.
Get the feeling too, if they're
And in motion, I think they're still coming back this way. Yes, sir.
And it just takes one play for this guy.
Quick over the middle. Oh! They end up picking up the first down, and Backer just went into the dirt there.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots.
All right, first down.
This guy really has all the routes.
They go quick left side, and they pick up 4. Solid drive for Oregon State here to open the half. Got to try to slow them down a bit here.
When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it into the catch.
They go right side, and this time able to jar it loose on the outside. Was that Young? I'm not even sure. It's going to take me probably a few games to get familiar with all the players' names and whatnot. Don't watch a lot of Cal football, my bad. So 3rd and 6, big play here. Got to get the defense off the field. And unfortunately, unable to do so as they move the chains once again, connecting over the middle. That's Darius Clemens.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make
I think this is probably going to be a run here. Play action. I didn't get wide enough. He had a foot in, really? They pick up 6 there. I got to get wider there. That's on me.
The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action.
Go short left.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Right at the sticks there. It's going to bring up 3rd and inches.
Short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage.
We go man coverage here. Sending the blitz. Hopefully it works out well.
Back to throw, it's Murphy.
Oh no, I didn't realize he leaked out. I thought he stayed in the block and he leaked out. I left my man because I thought Murphy was going to scramble. And that one's on me, folks. We keep getting them to 3rd down, and they keep moving the chains. And now they're in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 14. Oh, I got to get better at my user because I'm right there. I got to light him up. Oh, that's a rough one to watch. Come on, man. 1st and goal from the 2 now. Murphy keeps it, and again I whiff on the tackle. Malik Murphy runs it in on the read option. Oregon State opens the second half of the touchdown drive, and they take the lead back. It's tough. That's tough. And they're up 10-7 now as the extra point is good. So now we'll have to answer, see if we can come out with a good drive to start the second half for our offense. Brandon Hyde Jr. back to return this kick. The middle, not much blocking there, and just able to get to the 23. See if we can build off a good first half from Raphael. 1st and 10. Looks like we'll go with the handoff up the middle. He cuts it right side, has a nice hole to run through, and brought down after a gain of 8.
It's got to feel good good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
See, Brandon Hyde Jr. checks into the backfield for the first time today. He has been in on special teams. He does return kicks. Definitely want to mix him in there offensively as well. He's just as good as the other guys, so we'll hand it to him here on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, not much going. Blocks didn't set up well. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot.
All right, 3rd and short. Got to try to convert here. Aw, shit, he can't hear me. I tried to check his route. Going quick right side, and Grizel holds on to move the chains. That's a big-time play.
Moving by picking up the 1st down, they have it at the 36. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
All right, 1st down. Hand off to Raphael up the middle. Big hole, let's go. Big 1st down carry, picking up about 13. He's up to 80 yards on the day.
This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical.
Near midfield now. See if we can keep it moving.
2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Oh no. I knew it as soon as I threw it. I knew as soon as I threw it because I didn't think that guy was going to drop back, and he did. And I threw it right to him. 3rd interception of the game. And just like that, promising drive ends. And I knew it too. Like, I literally saw him. I'm thinking in my head, don't throw it. And I just was locked in before the play even started. And just threw it anyways. Ah, that's tough. Hopefully we can overcome that one, man. See, that should have been a loss. He gets back to the line, but I just not that good with the user yet. We got to get these reps in, man. We'll get better. Tough test to start the year. We're still in position. I didn't get out there quick enough. And the spin move for the 1st down. Trent Walker is cooking today. 5 catches, 44 yards. Ah, that pick just killed all the momentum that we were trying to get back. A little delayed handoff there. Goes nowhere.
Penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy. But
all right, a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11.
This offense in the past, they have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter,
goes quick right side. Should be a short gain. And he falls forward for 5, though. Come on, man.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really
big 3rd down. They go with the draw, and we get to him in the backfield. Let's go. Uh-oh, Hankerson hurt on the play. That's their running back. Never want to see that. Hopefully he's all right. At least we are able to hold them to the field goal here.
They'll play it safe and
keep it a 1-score game.
And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right half.
Uh-oh. He kept it right. It's no good once again. He's 0 for 2 today. So we might have 3 interceptions. But they are 1 of 3 on the field goals off of them. So we'll take it, man. We make some mistakes. They make some too.
To kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, man. So starting this drive at the 32. We got to go get some points, man. There's no more turnovers. I formation here. LJ Johnson tries to cut back left, up the middle, falls forward for a decent little gain of 4.
Well, not a great run there, but I think think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their
Raphael checks back in here. 2nd and 6.
The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware
Going
of
with the
that
motion
right now.
swing. He makes a man miss. Let's go. And he picks up that first down, brought down after a big gain out near midfield, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Tuning up for a good finish here, man. Hasn't been, the best played game, but it's a close one. Outside of the picks, man, it's been solid. It's got to score some. But to score more, you got to not turn the ball over. Come on, man.
We have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
Here we go. First play of the 4th quarter. Sagapalutale under center here. Going to be a handoff right side. Raphael has some room to run. Cuts it back middle and brought down at the 46. Picking up 7 right there.
Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short.
2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground. And oh no! The guard goes to the 3rd level. Completely missed his block. And we get lit up at the line. Where was that guy going?
Defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
All right, man, big play here. 3rd and 3. This is huge. We have got to move the chains. Going short, and it's caught. Let's go. Graves moves the chains there. Gain of about 5 or 6.
Execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come
All right,
down,
man.
finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Yeah, left side, lots of room to run. Let's go. Can we get to the edge? Probably not. He did stiff arm the hell out that guy, but brought down after a gain of 6. I probably should have just kept going upfield. Probably would have got a couple more. But that's all right. Love seeing that stiff arm.
I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a
All right, 2nd and 4, man.
It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Oh, no.
Here comes the heat.
I seen the pressure. I rolled right into it. Couldn't get rid of the ball. And just like that, it's 3rd and long now.
Hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
A touch out of field goal range.
That's tough, man. 3rd and long now. Going right side. And it's off his hands. He dropped it. James. Oh my gosh, it would have been short of the 1st down, but we at least would have been able to kick the game-tying field goal or even possibly go for it. But now with 4th and 14, we got a punt.
Pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
That's tough, man. Bring him down at about the 20. You got to catch that ball. He didn't get hit. It was just right off his hands. Plain and simple, you got to catch that ball, James. I got plenty of other receivers I can put out there. He's got 97 speed, though. There we go. I come up and make the play. Loss of 3. Hankerson back in there, but banged up again after 1 run. Maybe they should sit him down for a drive. Hopefully nothing serious.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes
So that helps
13.
stop the clock at least. So 2nd and 13 now. And they're actually looking to throw. Ooh, and it's deflected. That was dangerous. And again, they stopped the clock for us. Hey, we'll take it, man.
And I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game.
So a huge play now. 3rd and 13, man.
And the Beavers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
Over the middle and knocked incomplete, stopping the clock with 3:15 to go. Sending the punt return unit out there. So we'll have plenty of time to work with, man. Just down 3 to Jesus. Oh no, why didn't he block him? Goodness. Sometimes the guys just run right past the blocks.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum.
All right, man.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as
1st and 10.
offensive
3 minutes to go.
He's having to go deep into the play.
Oh shit, I tried to keep it and he didn't keep it.
There's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But
Nothing I can do about that. I told him to keep it, he didn't, and it screwed my whole play up. So that's great. We'll just move past that. Everything's gonna be all right.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
All right, 2nd and 11.
Wants to go up top.
Deep over the middle, and of course intercepted for the 4th time today. And that's probably gonna do it, folks. That's probably gonna be the ball game. We still have 3 timeouts to work with. We could hold them to a field goal here, but that's just the story of the game. The interceptions, I thought I had the Jesus breaking open, but of course you have the safety from the other side too, man. 4 interceptions. I don't know, man. The whole Sagapalooza experiment might be ending soon. Might have to go to Devin Brown, man. I don't know.
State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field.
I wanted to give the freshman a shot. And
Able to light up this scoreboard, but
some of it's on me. Some of it's probably on him as well. But
this defensive front just ran free in the back.
either way, can't be having 4 interceptions. But to still be down just 3 points and a chance to still do something, we'll take it. So we're at the 2-minute warning now. We still have all 3 of our timeouts. I didn't take one there because I knew it was going to hit the 2-minute warning, and I'd rather still have all 3 on the other side in case they break for a first downing. Just in case anyone, doesn't know that.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver.
All right, nice tackle there just to gain it 2. I should have probably just let that clock run, but we used one. If I give up a first down on 3rd and 11, then I just simply don't deserve to win.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to throw, it's Murphy.
They're really throwing?
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. Brought down
Brother,
just
they
outside the
threw?
the chains, it's at the 22.
He has been the go-to guy on offense.
What a call. What a call. Was not expecting that. I thought they were just going to run.
Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Why are they in empty? What is going on? They're still throwing? What is happening right now?
Get it off, taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick
What?
timeout called by the defense. Stopping
Oh,
the
man,
clock
I don't know
to
what's
save
going
as
on.
much time as possible
Are they
for
really
their
going to throw the
offense.
ball?
The Beavers with a long way to go.
All they had to do is run and make me take my timeouts and run the clock.
The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time.
I don't know what's going on here.
Timeout called there by
Now they go. Now that I don't have any, they go to the 3 tight ends.
Save as much time as possible. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
They keep throwing, and they got the first down again. That's ball game.
He's got enough for the first down.
I can't believe it.
They ought to be able to
I can't believe they just kept throwing.
Their work here is virtually
I'm
done.
literally
No need to
mind blown.
take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all off season for that, the chance to
Well, that's
take
tough.
the
Week 1, we take the loss 10-7, man, on the road.
disappointing
Oregon
start to
State
the
takes
season
us
as they
down.
can't come up with a W in
4 interceptions, definitely the story. The defense honestly played fine outside of one drive, if you ask me, where we had a couple missed tackles. Other than that, the defense was really good. I mean, that last drive, they weren't good. But I was not expecting the pass at all. They just kept throwing it. Like, that's just insane. That's tough, man. So yeah, we lose 10-7. We'll take a look at the stats. You already know the story. It's the 4 picks. 10 of 22. 10 of 22, man. That is terrible. Just 89 passing yards. I don't know. Might have to go to Devin Brown instead. That's crazy. He's going to have to bounce back quick. Raphael with a great day. 92 yards. Average 7 yards a carry. 1 touchdown. LJ Johnson only 3 carries for the 8 yards. Sekapulele sacked a couple times. High had the 1 attempt. Just no yards. Would love to get him more involved, but he had to throw the ball a lot today, and it was very unsuccessful. Receiving, Grizel 3 for 29, solid day. We had a couple drops from James and Johnson that definitely hurt us. James did have 9 yards. Morris with 30, the tight end. He was the one that went up with that nice contested catch. Gray's only the 1 catch for 6. DeJesus 1 for 7. We got to get him more involved, that's for sure. Raphael 3 for 8. But yeah, just a terrible offensive showing to start the season. Sekapulele gonna have to clean things up. That's not how we want to do things. I mean, we only lost by 3 with this stat line. So hopefully we can clean that up going forward. Check the defensive stats in case you want to see them. But yeah, man. Definitely got to clean some things up. Return game, not too good, not bad though. It's definitely not easy to return them in this game. You kind of have to. I feel like it's easier if it's a deeper kick. But either way, we'll try to get better with everything going forward. And I'll return to the hub here. We'll wrap things up by looking at some scores. Of course, I can't advance the week. You know, it's an online Dynasty. Starting 0-1's rough, especially the way, like if I just lost by both teams playing low, but we just played ugly offensively, the turnovers. A couple drives were looking good, but outside of the 1 touchdown drive, just not enough positives. So we'll select ready to advance. Of course, if, you know, recruiting all was done at the beginning. But yeah, we'll go ahead and look at some scores. Week 0, there was a couple user games. K-State whooped up on Iowa State. It was against the CPU, but still blew them out. That's impressive. User game here. User, Nebraska and Arkansas ended up 28-21. I was watching a little bit of this, but they were playing early, so I was getting ready for work and stuff, so. Either way, just showing some scores. Pitt, a user. It's a nice blowout win over Bowling Green. Kansas, with the 3 replays, gets smacked by Fresno. That's rough. Looks like they bounced back with the win in week 1, though. Week 1, I don't think everyone has actually finished yet. Vatech and South Carolina, user game. TCU, North Carolina, so that's to be played. A lot of teams playing against FCS teams, taking care of business. Here's one user game. Kansas versus Wisconsin. Kansas gets the win 42-21 on the road. So, like I said, they bounced back after the upset loss from Fresno in week 0. Another user game there. UCLA versus Kansas State. So, we'll look at the rest of these scores next time. That's actually going to do it, I'm pretty sure. Still getting used to this. Not used to doing Dynasty. We'll, you know, look at the rankings and Heisman Watch and stuff like that as the year goes on. We'll look at players of the week at the beginning next time and whatnot when we do recruiting before we play the next game. Again, looking at our team schedule, I don't have any user games till the, you know, middle and end of the season. We at least get a nice easy one next week is Texas Southern, but of course they're not in the game, so FCS Midwest. Then another tough non-con. It's Minnesota. At least we get them at home, so hopefully we can at least get that one. I at least wanted one win between them and Oregon State, so we really should have had this win in week 1. We should have got it done, and I just made too many mistakes, man. Then we're at San Diego State, at Boston College, and then remember, all my user games are at the end, as we have 5 straight with Duke, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, Virginia, Louisville. Then a bye before we get a CPU game against Stanford. Then our 6th user game against SMU to wrap things up. So make sure you slap that like button. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Whether, I do plan on streaming a lot of this going forward. So make sure you follow on Twitch, link in the description, and follow me on Twitter for updates and all that good stuff. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it a lot. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Peace.